Okay, good morning, everybody. Everything new under the sun. This is just gonna be a quick little update. Just a heads up. There's a bunch of videos coming out about it. I've seen, and the big news is La Palma, the volcano there, which is significant because if there was a big landslide and it causes a tsunami, there is potential risk for East Coast North America, which is interesting. All right. So the last uh, proximal sort of example of what could occur with this in destructive terms is Mount Saint Helens. Now, Mount Saint Helens exploded, big landslide. Chiroplastic cloud went and caused lots of trouble, killed many people, and that potentially could happen. But the bigger deal is the tsunami that they say could occur. Now, we have this X flare coming in. Of course, BP Earthwatch connects X flares and these solar events to earthquakes, which is even more cause for concern. And what do we just have in La Palma? Well, we had a a magnitude 5 earthquake. So we're going to talk about why that's important. La Palma volcano update, first quake above magnitude 5. So the earthquake intensity has been increasing over the last couple of weeks. And uh, the magnitude 5 number is significant. Why? Well, we have a previous example of a 5 magnitude earthquake that caused a lot of death and destruction, and that is exactly Mount St. Helens. Let's get this into focus here. Mount St. Helens. So this is Wikipedia. Mount St. Helens uh, is an active stratovolcano located in Skamania County, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest. It lies 52 kilometers northeast of Portland, Oregon. Right. It goes on. Mount St. Helens is best known for the major eruption in 1980, the deadliest and most economically destructive volcanic event in the U.S. history. 57 people were killed, 200 homes, 47 bridges, 15 miles of railways, 185 miles of highway were destroyed. So it was a big event. A massive, and this is the issue, a massive debris landslide triggered by a magnitude 5.1. This is what happened in La Palma. This is why it's interesting. Seismic trace of magnitude 5.1 quake under La Palma this morning. So the Mount St. Helens was triggered by it's seemingly small, but by a 5.1 magnitude earthquake, and this is what people are pointing out. Maybe it'll take a 6.0 earthquake. I don't know, but the earthquake there was equivalent, and it caused the massive landslide at Mount St. Helens. It says so the massive debris avalanche triggered by a magnitude 5.0 earthquake caused a lateral eruption that reduced the elevation of the mountain summit from 9,677 feet to 8,363 feet, leaving a 1 mile wide horseshoe shaped crater. The debris avalanche was a zero point 0.6 cubic miles in volume. The 1980 eruption disrupted terrestrial ecosystems near the volcano. By contrast, the aquatic ecosystems in the area greatly benefited from the amount of ash, and it goes on. But the massive explosion and eruption, which killed people and caused all this economic trouble and destruction of man made features, was caused by a 5.1 earthquake. And again, this is why people are sounding the alarm about La Palma. A 5.1 hit there. And could the same thing happen? The problem is it's an island in the Atlantic over by Africa. And if there is a lateral explosion caused by a similar earthquake, it could cause a tsunami to come out, which then would potentially significantly affect East Coast North America. So that's interesting. That's what the scientists have said. That's what the news has been coming out. Here is La Palma in the image there, and the earthquake. It's just to the left side of that image, near the bottom, where that red icon is, of course. So it's interesting. We'll watch it. It's something to keep your eye on. Is there going to be a tsunami? I think the chances of it are very low, but it's interesting that it's getting up to that range where Mount Saint Helens exploded in terms of the magnitude earthquakes that are required to do that. And there was a big one um, earlier today in La Palma. So pay attention, be prepared. I do these videos like Apple Press DIY things. And I kind of started off the channel with homesteading videos. Why? Because this is the kind of stuff you're going to need when an emergency happens. You're going to need to be able to use your skills, use your wit, use your ability, use your strength to maybe provide food for yourself, for your neighbors. You're going to need to adapt to situations when trouble comes, when even economic trouble comes. You lose your job, natural disaster happens. You're going to need to be able to deal with that and maybe provide for you, your family, other people around you. And so you're going to need these skills and ability and these different ways of thinking in terms of homesteading, canning, creating apple cider, which is a great source of vitamin C when you can't go to the store and get your vitamin C pills, right? So it's just one more kind of tool in your toolkit, in your toolbox to manage any adverse situation that comes, flood, fire, hurricane, whatever, or the tribulation, the coming of the Lord, and all the events described in the last days. So it's just be prepared, and that's why I do those videos. So pay attention to them, and make sure that your a breadth of knowledge is in place, because when trouble comes, it could be that the internet's down. You won't be able to go Google this stuff. You'll just have to know it in your head at that point in time. What fruits, what plants around your area, around your house are good for eating, where you can get fresh water, how you can get fresh water, how you can clean fresh water, boiling, whatever. Do you have fuels on hand to boil water? Do you have fuels on hand to stay warm during the winter? And how can you get that? Do you have a wood stove? These are all sorts of things that are valuable to understand and know, that come out of kind of homesteading or that DIY side, and that's why I do those videos. So thanks for watching. Pay attention to this La Palma situation. It's very fascinating. We're watching it obviously in real time, something that has not really happened in many of our lifetimes. So pay attention. The Lord's returning, and I think birth pains are increasing, and it's rumbling, certainly, and the earth is groaning. I think we recognize the earth is groaning. Go watch the last video by Bushcraft Bear, or any of the videos, and you can hear the groaning of the earthquake, the noises, the rumbling of the earthquake. It's incredible when you look at it from the prophetic point of view. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.